और इधर जयपुर लिटरेचर फेस्टिवल के पहले दिन बड़ी संख्या में लोग फेस्टिवल का लुत्फ उठाने पहुंचे। इस बार फेस्टिवल की थीम कठपुतलियों पर आधारित है और यहाँ लोगों में सेल्फी लेने का भी काफी क्रेज देखा गया। दरअसल इस लिटरेचर फेस्टिवल को रंगारंग बनाने के लिए आयोजकों ने कुछ ऐसे पुतले खड़े किए हैं जहाँ लोग अपने आप को सेल्फी लेने से नहीं रोक पा रहे। तो सीधी तस्वीरें आप देख रहे हैं जयपुर लिटरेचर फेस्टिवल से, जहां पर आज सोशल मीडिया को लेकर तकनीक और प्राइवेसी पर चर्चा की जा रही
है। You are not doing something that different. You are making a certain choice as to what to put out. What is a problem is that as soon as you put that out, you get a
तस्वीरें आप देख रहे हैं राजधानी जयपुर के डिग्गी पैलेस होटल से, जहां पर जयपुर लिटरेचर फेस्टिवल का आयोजन किया गया है। आज इस फेस्टिवल का दूसरा दिन है। देश विदेश से तमाम साहित्यकार इस सम्मेलन में शिरकत करने के लिए पहुंचे।
How could we work productively? Now, given this dark scenario, how do we work productively to retrieve something of our own personal choice and ethics?
So, I think the first and very boring step in this is to actually break down the problem into smaller pieces.
Really?
I think we are talking of lots of very different kinds of problems. And just to take that, this is like if one of the worries. And when we worry about things like Facebook and so forth, it's not just the fact that some things are going to be public. You don't know these representations. You don't know what will be done to them. You don't know the context and the sense in which they will be used. And maybe we are at a point in our culture in a sense where, look, any medium will survive or exert power use so long as it has a certain kind of credibility. I'm a little bit of an optimist in the sense that when there is access to a medium, they are doing in a sense be a kind of internal backlash against it. Like we stop believing in Indian media, for instance, right? At a certain point when we are
even also, or even in fact, the people need to know, the nation needs to know,
especially the nation needs to know, right? It's the way in which society evolved protocols of dealing with gossip, right? Which was in a sense the classic form of violating the public and private sort of story. But what we do need, the two most important things, because fundamentally, right, the reason we worry about privacy is it's about ceding power to somebody else. Right? And that power is coming in two forms. It's coming in the form of big corporations. I think that is an issue. So, for example, I mean, if you take a notion of a kind of black box society that Frank Pasquale is talking about, what are the algorithms that something like Google uses actually shape the structure of society? These will need to be placed in greater structures of accountability. The irony of our present moment is information is being made more public, but intellectual property in technology is being made more proprietary and private. And it is the restoration of the balance between that is going to be in a sense very important. And for states which are using surveillance and so forth, it is what are the democratic structures of accountability. I don't think it will be a very helpful conversation to go through the technology capabilities. It is what are the structures of accountability that will in a sense determine the ways in which particular information is actually used. And that conversation I think does give some room for creativity.
Yeah. And it is precisely to protect that accountability. Does the law have a major role necessarily in this whole process?
The law has a major role. In fact, the Brandeis article you cited was the beginning of a century of jurisprudence. But the law will have to keep up with the times. But more importantly, I think particularly in Indian context, more than law, it is state capacity. I mean, even with old technologies like phone tapping, very frankly, an omnibus order from a Home Secretary authorizing 5,000 phone taps in a single order was, in a sense, ruled by law, not ruled of law. So you have to develop the kinds of state capacities that are, in a sense, commensurate with this technological challenge. And that can't happen if the state is run by the average age of a bureaucrat looking at these things is around 50, whereas what you need is 17-year-olds protecting you for the future.
That's a very, very valid point.
Very good.
Well, as an artist, and as a quite a private person myself, I didn't give in to any of this till I started to play with Instagram. And so I'm just 1 year old in Instagram. But I realized that actually, for all that it takes from me, what it gives me is this dissemination of the image. And possibly it's a conversation I want to have with you later. As someone who is really a bookmaker, I can see the book, the photo book, the illustrated book, finding forms on Instagram. So I think artists, I am certainly working towards making my forms. I make virtual museums on Instagram. So I don't put out private information about myself, but I'm trying to build forms out of what exists. Facebook, I find more gossipy, but Instagram, because it's the image, someone in China, someone in Russia, someone in Tamil Nadu, without speaking my language, understands my photograph. Even someone who's not literate understands the photograph. And if they start following the hashtags of Museum of Legs, you know, I built an entire museum or started building a museum on Instagram. So I'm sort of saying, it's up to me what information I put out, but here's a form. I want to work with that. I want to build something out of that form.
So this really does respond to my question. There are ways in which you can harness these technologies for your purpose. The question is not, with respect to so we don't know. There are lots of things that we don't know. We may say things, we may do things, we may write articles. We don't know how that will be read or interpreted. But I think the problem is that there we know that we may be misinterpreting. The problem with technology is when we do not even know that our information is being wrought, sought, surveyed, and administratively held. That's the problem of transparency, and I think that's Snowden's big point. Not that, there's a way of saying, now we know that we do not know something, but we don't even know that we do not know. It's almost a Freudian problem.
So, here, this is to answer his question specifically. On YouTube, for example, I believe there's 50,000 hours of video being loaded per second. So there is no way you can do anything. And Kapil Sibal tried the IT Act of 2011 and tried very hard to try to see how to handle and moderate this thing. What we've seen in the interest of
you create jobs, you create employment, you build economic growth.